Alright folks, let's go ahead and get started. I'm Bjorny Valley, and welcome to Star Technology. We did this, and we have a problem. The problem is, things are all getting backed up, and I don't know how to fix that. We need a way to round robin these into here. But what's happening right now is, as this is using the crushed iron ore, it's just replacing it with more crushed iron ore. Although, realistically, I guess that's not a huge problem. Okay, so what if we just let this keep going? Let's see what happens. I mean, I bet you we just barely got these back up. Yeah. So, DOW was doing some more building. And I forgot that I had left it on pause. And, you know, it is what it is. I try not to... I don't think she realizes that these are not the same. But that's okay. This is a nice island. She did a good job. Yeah, so I try not to like leave it running. At you know, if you're playing your game by AFKing, then like Etho says, why are you playing the game? And that's not to say that I don't ever do that, because I do that all the time. I just, you know, I recognize the fact that that is 100% a valid position, and I try to take that when I can. So, that being said, I'm also of the opinion that, you know, don't obsess about it. So anyways, point is we've had this running for, I don't know, a few hours now. Which means this guy's probably done. It is. And it could stand to use a few more. Here, let's do this. I have all this coal. That coal is actually honestly gained, not from anything weird. But yeah, okay, so I think we're going to go make some copper upgrades. The goal of this episode is to see if we can't get these ingots automatically just pushing through into here. And the problem is I don't know where we want to put the... I don't know where we want to put the void upgrades, because that's what we're going to ultimately need, right? We're going to need 4. You know, we'll just put... We'll see what happens. Yeah. Okay, so to make the copper upgrades, it requires double copper plates and a tin plate. Double copper plates we get in a bender on 2. Well, we can actually make that happen. Because I've got the, it's over here. Don't get lost, buddy. What I think is interesting is we got all those critters over there, and we haven't had anything else spawn. I don't know why that is, but whatever. Okay, so put that on 2. Now if I put these in here. Didn't you say? It just said that, right? Bender. Copper plates on 2. Is an MV process. Then how did we get these? Oh, we must have done like that. Okay, that's fine. We can do that too. I was like, I literally just looked at it. I was trying to be all sassy, but no sass for us. Okay, so we've got 32 of those, which means we can get 8 tin plates. Yeah, so I'm running through my head basically enough to see if I... Yeah, we already did that too. We did too much. I don't know why we did too much. I still can't figure out the math and how it went wrong. Okay, bring it back to 1. Okay. These seem like they take a long time, but that's okay. Okay, so we're going to upgrade those and see if... So what's happening here? What's happening here is... This guy is trying to process this iron, right? Well, I can't go in and do any of the processing in the iron because it needs 3 outputs here, right? If I take one of these out, now it'll start running. And it'll run until it's done. But it couldn't put any iron in here because that's full. So the question is, will this empty? Because this is pretty empty. Well, it's not making any more of this. This has been sitting here for a few hours. Why isn't it making any more? Well, because it comes out of here. And these guys, well, that one over there that I'm not sure I'm going to be able to reach. These guys are full. Right? This one's got all of that stuff in it. So, just not sure what to do if it's not going to play nice. So, that's where we're at. I need to make that tree thing over there. So right now, I think our best bet is to make the circuit assembler. But part of me is thinking maybe we take a break from the circuit assembler. And we backtrack through and get some of these Steam tasks done. Okay, so this one, spin it on LV machine hull and Steam power. Okay, where's Steam power? Right here. Okay, so Steam boilers. None of these is Steam power. Oh, there's Steam power. Okay. So Steam power unlocks all those, and we get Steam power from Steam boilers, right? Okay. Where's Steam boilers? That one. Okay. And this one is unlocked. Okay. So obviously we'll do a high pressure steam solar boiler. That might not be enough for us, but that's what we're going to do. Double silver plate we can do. Small steel fluid pipes we can do. Bricked wrought iron casing we can do. And glass we can do. Okay, so bricked, we need bricks and wrought iron plates. Yeah, we can do that. How much brick do we have? We have lots of brick, actually. Yeah, that up. Oh, this is still running, right? How is it doing? Ha! It's down to its last little legs. Okay, let's see if we can make this a happy camper again. And we really need to get that because this is our power source. Is turning this into just why doesn't this side ever grow? It's always the same side. I mean, I'm running in here and it's not doing anything. What did I do wrong? They've both got water. They're both connected to that. This one's closer to that, but surely, I mean, even the really tall tree isn't getting up there, so that can't be it. I just don't know. And I don't want to know. Alright, so we'll get rid of that. That's another thing that's driving me crazy, is I don't understand why it's growing under there. I think it's got to be a bug. There's no way that's not a bug, but it is what it is. Okay, so that should refill, and that'll be fine. We got this tin over here, so let's go we can make 8 of these. And I think we're just going to have to go over time. Stop jumping in the berry bushes. It's like, what's that? There's this show, or it's a book. And the guy's got like a link to a wolf or something. And he's always like, why do you keep going after the porcupines? And the wolf's like, oh, because they're just so great. It's worth it. It's worth it. I don't remember what that is. But it always amuses me. Okay, so we want the iron. We're just going to give it all 4 of them. Yeah, so this guy should be working now because this is processing and pulling it all out. Okay, so what's going to come next? Actually, let's, I don't know. Probably want redstone. I guess we can just do like that. And that'll start running. Perfect. Yeah, so we're just constantly in that process of bootstrapping everything. I think this mod pack is frustrating as all get out. But whoever designed it did an excellent job of balancing all of the options that are available to you. I mean, unless I'm just missing the options or, you know, self-contained focus on what I'm supposed to be doing. they did a fantastic job of balancing what you can do with what you have the resources for, right? Like we could make a dozen of anything, but it's going to take so long. So maybe we move on to the next one. Anyways, okay, we're going to get those bricks. I was running around trying to remember what we were doing. This one over here. Bricks. Yeah. Okay, so let's make like 8. Yeah, let's make like 8 of these guys. So another half a stack. Oh. Oh. Well. That's right. We put all of that stuff in there. And now we're going to pull it out. And bring this all over here. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. That was all the leftovers from when we were futzing around with the outputs of the thing. We just set it to smelt, and that was a good call, because now we have all the stuff. All the stuff. And we have these blocks of iron that we're going to put in there, but I'm going to put this LG converter, or LV 4 amp converter back. We'll probably need that again later. But you have to remember that the 4 amp converter is only ever going to be worth... I'm going to be honest, we're just going to toss this diamond rod because it's worth half a diamond, and we have a ton of diamonds. I should have put that away, but I didn't. Oh, well. Any of these can go away. I should have put them away too, but I didn't. So fine. Okay, wrought iron is another one of those things we need a ton of. We are making 8, so we're going to need 40. Right, and then that's this guy. Oh, they gotta be plates. Yep. Alright, 40 plates go. Alright, so we're making some steam boilers, and we're gonna see if it's enough to process the multi-smelter is really what we're going for. And if not, we'll just move up to the... There's actually a couple of steam things we can do. Like the steam macerator is pretty fast. They're all a little bit like quirks. Quirks is the word I was looking for. No, hammer. There we go. All right, and then this guy wants double silver plates. So we're gonna make 8 of these. So we need 24 double silver plates, which means 48 silver. And 72 steel, small steel fluid pipes. Nope. So, for make 8, we need 16. I have no steel. Did I put steel in here? Hey, look at that. We've already got some steel. Okay, so if I grab here and here, we're getting close. That guy's almost not going to make it. And then silver plates. Okay, so we need, what did we just say? 24, 48. 48 silver, and we should have some silver over here. Nope. One of these? Silver. We don't have anywhere near as much silver as I would have expected, though. Okay, so actually, we can do it over here. And the reason we keep using the create one, is one, they fixed it for us, which is very nice. And I like to use things that are now correct. Right. But then secondly, it is just faster. I don't think there's any use for these copper sheets. But like many things, you can't get them anymore either. Recipe. Yeah, no recipes for either of these. So we'll keep them around. That seems dumb, but the same token, it's funny every time we look at it. So I'm okay with that. Okay. And then we need, what is it? 24 glass? 24 glass. We're going to need to make some more glass soon. Ugh. Okay, so the way that these guys work is, okay, where are we going to put them, though? First, we're going to get some water. I think 3. And we'll just make sure. Oh no, they've got to be above ground. Oh, I didn't even think of that. How are we going to get the steam down if we put them underground? Yeah, they have to see the sky. So like what we could do is put them all in the corner here. Nope, there's no sky right there either. There's sky right here, and we could like replace this with glass. But that seems counterproductive. So instead, gosh, I don't know where to put it. Maybe I made the wrong decision. Will they work with glowstone? I'm betting not, but some things do. Let's go try that real quick. If I put one of these down and put a glowstone on top. That's what I think should happen. But, you know, I'm not the one that made the mod. So, alright, if I put you down, I put you on top. You have no access to the sun. Okay. That uses up a use. Okay, fine. Ah, that was not cool. Okay, so then where do we put them? If I'm honest, I think I'm going to put them right in here. Not there, in here. If I put this down, does it have access to the sun? It does. Okay, so I'm sorry, DOW. You're heating up. Okay, so we gotta actually put something on top of it until we're ready. Can I get out? Thank you. Nope. Okay. Just hoist by my own petard. We need to move all that out of there too. And we can get rid of that too. We should probably do that here before we get too much into this. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Actually, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna grab this guy. We're gonna figure out where they're gonna go first. It was farther than I meant to fall. Okay, so if I put these guys in, like... Oh no, we're gonna run into that. That's fine. Let's just put it right here. Yeah, like right here and here. And we got the buckets, but we never got any water. And I can't get out! Come on. Okay. So we'll put the water there. We'll put the water there, and we'll put the water there. Okay. And then we'll take some blue pipes and put it right here like that. Okay, now here's the problem. Okay, I haven't done it yet. Alright, cool. Yeah, we're gonna put you here and... Nope, not there. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, the open water thing with the... Like, why does it keep doing that? Stop doing that. It's so frustrating. Like, if it breaks all this, it's going to be very irritating. And I don't feel like it should do that, but that's whatever. Whatever. Okay. Come on. Get down. Like that. And then we're going to bring it over top. So we'll go right there, right there. And I think this will work. I'll bring you there and there. Oh, it's heating up. Hold on. Let's, No! I can't even fall fast enough to get it. Oh, nice. Okay, we're gonna try... Oh. We're gonna eat. I think it's gonna be faster if we literally just fall through the world. Okay. Okay, this should be right there, right? Because I moved over one block. Oh, what? That's the first time we've died in I don't know how many episodes. I should have thought of that before I thought about doing a stupid thing. What happened? And more importantly, is that machine going to explode? Where did we land? Over here. Okay. Oh, that's frustrating. That's not cool. Okay, so cooling down because the sun's going down. Good, 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 good. I should have done this at night. That's a clever plan that I didn't do. All right, we had this guy right here, and then we were gonna out. There we go. Gosh, these thermal machines are so picky where they go. Can I just jump in here like this? If I go crouch, jump. There we go. All right, so we want this guy. 1. No, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can I put one out here? Oh, I could do this. There we go. That's probably actually not a bad idea. Okay, so we'll put the last one right there. And these guys can go up there like that. These guys should all be... Well, no, not yet. Oh, and I put them down different, so they're all done differently, but I'm not going to fight that. All right, but now they should all be getting water, right? And that's all that matters. They just have to have more water than they're boiling. When they explode, they don't cause damage, so I'm not worried about that part. Okay, so let's go sleep. Yeah, it makes sense actually now that I look at that, because if you could just put glowstone on top of it, then what you'd find is that it's free energy. And one thing that a lot of Greg Tech and a couple of the other ones really hate is free energy. Oh, that's a lot of noise. Okay, that's fine. So how much steam do you suppose we're getting from that? I know one way to find out. Where do we have some copper? We got some copper over here, right? Yes. Okay, so let's stockpile some steam. And here. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to come over here. Come down here and take a look. We're going to pull out of all of those, which means we need more fluid pipes. All right, we have some of these. So all we need is some bronze for the fluid. Yeah, that's good enough. Okay, copper plates go here, here, and here. Just a couple more. I feel like I haven't had a good solid goal in a few episodes, which I don't really appreciate, but we will. I mean, that's my fault. I'm not saying that that's like, oh, I don't appreciate that you're doing that. It's 100% me. It's just, okay, so if I go like this, nope, don't do that. Wow, that was a little panicky. Okay, so if I do that, and then, can I get up there? I think I can get up there. Oh, not that way, I can't. If I do this, right? And if I scooch down, got one that I need to reach. Pull out, yep. Pull out. Is there one more? No, just those two. Okay. And then I can put these tanks down right here. This is not where I want these tanks. In fact, I want the tanks over there. So, let's pull it across. And we'll pull it over like a couple more. Yeah. And then right here, just make sure this is working perfect. Alright, we're going to do this. And one more. Uh-oh. Ha! Okay. I thought I was about to suffocate. There you go. Okay. So we should get a nice backlog of steam, which is important if it rains or whatever. And then we need to make some... Oh, no, we don't. The steam itself is what powers it. Okay, cool. So we should have this quest done. I say, don't tell me you have to make both of them. No. All right, and then what is this guy's deal? Steam power and steam boilers. We can do this one, right? Done. Okay. Okay, so the steam oven, this is what we're trying to make. Got it right here. Okay, so steam oven and steam grinder are both things. And then steam alloy smelter. I really don't want to do that. So I think we're going to come in here. Well, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, and I don't want to make the steam ore factory because this guy is got to be steam input hatch. Yeah, it's so much bronze, and we already have the next one up. So, but this multi oven is fun, so I don't mind making this. I hope it's fun. Steam oven. Okay. Multi-block is like this. Yeah, this is no big deal. We might even be able to make more than one of these. Okay, so this is the steam oven itself. Steam input hatch, steam output bus, steam input bus, firebox casing, and machine casing. Alright, so let's go make this guy. Machine casings requires 4 and a low pressure steam furnace. So I guess we want to make this guy first. A furnace, a bricked bronze casing. Okay. The microcrafting is about to turn me off to this idea. But we at least gave steam a chance. So we need 12. And I haven't forgotten, we're making that tree thing. Eventually. Eventually is the key operative word there. Okay. So we need to come over here, get 5 more wrought iron. And that's the thing that's driving me crazy, is we have like all sorts of stuff half made. No. Okay, good. Okay, that's good. Grab you. Grab you. Nope. What were we making? This and that. Oh, those are bronze plates. Well, ain't that just... Sorry, state of affairs. Somebody done forgot what they were doing. We're going to need a lot more bronze, so I guess we're going to grab tin. We'll grab all that. Because we've already got the alloy smelter, so why make the actual chromier alloy smelter? Says I. In fact, here, let's go ahead and we're going to complete these quests. I don't know, editing mode, yes. And we're going to mark this one as complete. How do we do that? How do we do that? I don't even know. I know it's literally never a thing. Oh, there we go. No. Complete instantly. Complete. Oh, that's how to add stuff. Okay. So we're actually going to delete that reward. Yeah. So we don't get it. And then we're going to do the exact same thing on the Steam Alloy quest here. We're going to mark this as complete instantly. Yes. And we get no rewards. But then that should be done. Okay. So we're going to make this large Steam Machines one. And that should be everything on this beginning one. And again, the reason why I don't feel at all bad about doing that is because we literally did the hard part first. We got that soul sand dust. I guess we'll just put this over here for now. Right. Ingots. All right, the soul infused ingots we're actually going to need. We need a ton of those. We need them for the garden later. Need like 16 blocks or something. All right, that's going to go, and we'll come back and check on him later. What comes next? Oh, we never picked up our bronze plates. Now we can make you and you and you, and hopefully small bronze flute pipes. So that's 7 more bronze. And then okay, something's not keeping up over here then. What's not keeping up? Because we're not getting any blackstone out of there. So unless maybe it's just constantly like crushing it, but I don't think that's the case. So we're missing something. Ah, panicked. Huh. I wonder why that happened. Oh well, not happening now. That's all that matters. It's not all that matters. We'll come back and take a look at it. I'm guessing that DOW did something there, but that would be a poor presumption. That's just me, so I'm not gonna worry too much about it. Okay. Yeah. Put you in there. Should have these pipes done. And did we get the cobblestone? We did. So we got that, and in uno minuto, you and you and you. Steam machine. We have that, don't we? Didn't we make that? No, we just made. We stopped. Okay, this there. Make that. Thank you. This guy. Now we need some Invar gears. Ew. Okay. So bronze firebox casings. Let's go ahead and make those. And this guy is going to require 8. So we need 10 bronze firebox casings. Yes. 10 of these. So 5 of this recipe. So that's going to be 20 plates and 20 rods. That is ridiculously easy, and this would have been much harder had we not had all this done. Right, so 10 in here. You know, it was supposed to be raining today. I'm a little sad it's not. That is taking a little while, though. Okay, while that's working, we'll take a look at this. I think it was 8 still, so we need 12 of these, which is bricks. No big deal. We have tons of bricks. We need 12 of these. We need 6 of this recipe, which means we need 36. We got, I'm sure, 36. Yeah. Ooh. There we go. I did it wrong. Anyways. Okay. 8. It's just taking a long time. This bronze is no joke. Okay, and what else do we need? The Invar gears. And these are exactly what we'd expect. So that's 8 Invar and 4 Invar. Do I have more Invar? I mean, I don't want to use the Invar we got because that's going to turn into soul infused. So let's run over here. And I gotta be honest, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna run right down here. And grab what did I say? 8 and 4, so 12 is fine. So if we were to grab some nickel, wherever the nickel is. Do I not have, there we go. We're just going to do a little of that. And then while that's going on, we're going to go toss this into a furnace. Yeah, we'll just use a regular furnace. So this is an example of what kind of stinks about these solar boilers, is that it hasn't been night for very long, but they should already be... Oh, they're not cold yet. Okay. We can get around that by sleeping, obviously, because then it'll just be morning again. But if you don't, then it won't. It doesn't matter. I think we're all full up on Steam anyways. It didn't take long. There's really not a lot of reason to stockpile Steam because you go through it so much. Except in one case. And that case is when you really like tanks like this. It's nice to have all these fluids hanging around. Just look at what a good job I did. Why is that there? Oh, because it was over there. All right. Where are my machines? Over here. What am I waiting on? I'm waiting on those machines to process. That's what we're waiting on. And I had a second thought, and that is, I haven't processed it yet. Oh, we're waiting on that too. Okay, whatever. Let's see. Steam oven. These guys. Oh. Those are bricks, but these ones... So we need 5 of these, so we actually need 3 of this recipe, so 24 more bronze. So we'll put 12 more bronze in here. Nope, that's copper. And Invar is done. We need the Invar to be 4 in here. And 8 in there. Cool. And almost cool. Probably make this. Let's go ahead and do this, and nope, not that one. No, that's the grinder. Okay, that's why. And this. We need one more. It's fine. Recipe for this is this. Got it. And then, what do we need? 6. So we need 6 bricks. Which means we need 24 bricks. The brick nomenclature It's a little off. But I should have enough, right? Let's, steam oven. Steam casings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Done. And I guess the only other thing we need those steam inputs and outputs. Okay. And that's fine. You go there. I feel like I keep putting it down places and it keeps not needing to be there. And this is a no-no, right? Don't put your stuff in the rain. We really should have covered all of this. But the setting is turned off in this one. So, oh well. This, nope. This one and this one. 10. Perfect. All right. So but that's our sign there. We gotta definitely sleep. Because I am not burning the base down. Thank you. All right. I keep going entirely in random directions when I wake up. And I know exactly why I'm doing that right now. It's because I am drinking a root beer, and that root beer's got caffeine, and that caffeine is making me crazy. Okay, we can... Oh, no, we can't, because we need the special steam input, steam output, steam bus. So steam input, bus, hatch, these guys. Okay, so that's just a bronze machine casing. Oh, okay. 24 more bronze to run through the thing. That's okay. We can do it over here. And it'll be faster. Oh, no. All right. We only had 23 on us. Okay. Ridiculous. Okay, you do you. I guess I only need one. I don't know why I'm doing that. Okay, so those, and then these guys come around like this with the hammer. Yes. And then 2 chests, both alike in dignity. You and you. You and you. Input bus, output bus. And I'm assuming the steam input hatch is a whole different thing. What? Okay. I guess I was not expecting that. Okay. Let's just double check. Steam oven, steam input hatch. Okay. So we need 6 more plates, and then those were regular, right? Normal. Yeah, so 12. Was not expecting that at all. We could probably put that away. I have got so much random junk in the inventory. I totally see all it. We're getting there. Oh, you know what we never did? We never actually made this guy. Because we're waiting on the gears. That's right. We don't have the room for that. Yeah, so let's just clear up a little bit. What? Oh, we never did that either. Let's just put that in there. That's fine. Then that's fine. This is fine. This is fine. There we go. A little cleaner. Little cleaner. Not a lot, just a little bit. The bronze machine casing can go away because apparently that's not what we need. You, yes. You and you. 2 of those. And I'm presuming that what they're saying there... Oh, right. This guy. Steam input hatch. 2 of those. And we'll go ahead and use one of these drums because we can just make steam ones now. Steel ones. Sorry, not steam ones. Okay. So we're going to come over here. And... It's so loud. I guess... I guess we're going to put it down over here. Okay, so it's... Steam input hatch can go down here, but only bronze firebox casings otherwise. Okay, so steam is going to come down from right there. In fact, right there. Right here. So. Yeah, and then... Nope, lied. Because here's the thing. That's not the top layer. So that doesn't make it any easier. Yeah, so you're going to go like that. Oh, no. We're going to run into a problem. I can already tell you now. So maybe... Maybe it comes down right here instead. That problem is this actually exhausts. We haven't had any exhaust yet, but this just exhausts out there, which is hugely problematic for a couple of different reasons. Okay, so we've got the steam input bus, and this guy is going to go right there. The steam output bus is going to come over here. Go right there, and then we're gonna put the blocks over here. Actually, yeah, we're just gonna put them in here for now. And then what's the rest of this go? We've got this guy, the actual steam oven goes right. Bro, that's not where you wanted to go. You know that. I know that. We all know that. And then I think 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Idling. Perfect. Okay, so steam was going to come down right here. Okay. It's getting steam. And basically everybody gets paranoid. I'm not too paranoid about it because here's the thing. We're not going to use this for very long. I'm only doing it so we have a token use of steam. But if these get water while they're hot, right? They're hot right now. They're at 1200 degrees Kelvin, which is about 1000 degrees. Celsius, which is whatever 9/5 of that is, about 2000 degrees Fahrenheit, like 1800. So they're really hot, and if you put water in them, they're just going to explode. I mean, they're not really going to explode. In real life, they would just like thermal shock, and you'd get a steam explosion, sure, but it's not going to be like a crazy explosion. But in this one, it's a crazy explosion. Okay. So we've got just enough item pipes that we can bring some of this stuff down. I think we want to do it like this. Okay. Let's grab sink. And not antimony. So I don't think we... Like, I'm trying to think which ones we actually want tin, we actually want iron, we actually want copper. Sphalerite. What do we use sphalerite for? We can electrolyze it to get more sulfur, so we might want to leave sphalerite alone. It gives us zincite, which we don't care about. DNS. Why would you do... Oh, because it gives you sulfur dioxide. Interesting. Okay, so we're going to... Oh, and then sphalerite, andesite. Okay, yeah, we'll leave sphalerite alone. Gallium we want as dust. Gold we want. Nickel we want. Silver we want. Galena we want. Magnetite we don't. Antimony we don't. Glowstone we don't. Okay, so these are the ones that are going to come into... here's what we're going to do. Well, first off, sphalerite's going to go back in the sphalerite drawer. We're going to take... Can I do it? Nope. Okay, we'll just break it. There's the carry-on mod. It lets you pick up things. Okay, and then we'll move this guy down and put you right here. You're connected, good. All right, and you, okay. So output, output, output. We can't see what they are, and I'm actually okay with that because we don't care what they are. We just know we never want them in dust. Well, I mean, we will want them in dust form, but you know, we can grind them later. Grinding them down is easy. Putting them back into the other form is hard. So let's bring it in the top. Bring it in the top. That way, I can still get in there. Okay, so this got steam. It's got this. Look at how fast it's going. It's not going that fast, but it is doing 8 recipes in parallel. That's the important part. So it's not that fast. Okay, how many are we doing? We're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? 8 is fine. Yeah. And that means that something in here is going to get to process more. Yeah, that's fine. We need to make more item pipes. That's fine too. What I'm thinking is we make these 8 like so. We put them out like so. And, you know, don't make any mistake. We have these already. They're up there. I just don't want to have to come back down. Figure out how to bring about. Why are you... You're just... Okay. And now you've got 25 zinc ingots. Okay. Okay, why is that going in there? You're going to put hatch. That's fine. But you are going to get pulled out of there. That's fine. We should probably have locked all this. And then, yeah, we can... Oh, it's already got the iron. So if it's doing iron, it's going to be doing iron forever. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so that was anticlimactic, really. I mean, when we think about it. We'll come back and play with this a little bit more. We need a better smelting option. And if I'm kind of going to follow this trend for this early tech, we might just... This entire floor is sifting. The next floor down is processing. The next floor down is smelting. And then we actually, yeah, then we'll pipe it back up. Because otherwise we've got to pipe the... Right, like just like this entire floor is the cobble works. Yeah, that appeals to me in a lot of ways. But it does mean that we're going to have to do some more processing. Okay, that's fine. What I do want to focus on, though, is the fact that we can very easily double our output of steel. And I didn't even think about this until now. Sorry. You guys are going to have to go. Oh, wait, no, you're okay right there. We have steel. We have, like, a lot of steel. Because I made way too much steel last time. So let's go see how much we need. We need, 1, 2, man, I don't know. Let's figure it out. And in fact, let's go ahead and pull this out. Oh, we should have turned that all into wrought iron. It would go faster. I've said that before, but that's still a thing. We need to make that arc furnace. So many things to make. And we haven't even gotten to the next tier yet. So here's the question. This guy is a LV output bus. LV output bus. We can share these, right? I mean, if I go in here, multi-block here, and it doesn't say we can't share it anywhere I see. Oh, multi-block sharing disabled. What? No, that's the maintenance hatch. But the output is the same, so we could just build it here, and we've already got that. Yeah, so let's try that. And I wonder if the input hatches could be the same. I don't see why not. So if we're going to do that, basically we would just grab you and you. And then I wonder if we could set up a 4-ply somewhere that was going to make that happen. Okay, so we've got that. We got that. We don't need anything else. Okay, so what... Yes. Here. How about that? We're going to eat it right in front of you. Okay. So we need 6 more firebox casings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, and then 9 more. So 14 solid steel things. I don't remember. We need the steel frames. We got a bunch of steel frames. Right? Did we make too many steel frames? We did. And these come in 2s, right? We decided we needed 14. We have one of these, but that doesn't help because they come in pairs. Okay, let's try this. Solid casing. Solid machine casing. 1. Oh. Okay. Wrench is going to require... I think we've got some. Is there a diamond wrench? Oh. Yes, but it requires plates, and we need the cutter for that. And it's still an LV, but we need the cutter. Okay. What else could we... I don't want to make steel. I want to make the wrought iron. So, wrought iron wrench. This guy is just 4 plates with a hammer. Yeah, I know that. I knew that, and I don't know why I was... Steel plates there. Basic electronics. Didn't we have 4 steel plates? Or 4 wrought iron? Not crazy, right? We made too many? No, we left it over here. Okay, I remember putting it in the chest. That's what I remembered. Okay, there we go. So, you, and that. And then we're going to make 6 more of this. Come on. There we go. There we go. 6. That's it. And then we need... I don't still have this in here, do I? We don't need the coke oven there anymore. We don't need those. We don't need the mechanical sieve controllers either. Nice. This was called... Blast Furnace? Solid Blast Furnace controller, this guy. Okay. So we do need 1 more solid steel casing. Don't think we have any more. That's fine. And then 1, 2, 3 rods, 2 screws, and a steel plate. So, do I have any steel on me? Actually, I don't. I don't have any steel, but I do have some steel rods. Okay, one of these is going to get cut. And then the pieces go into the lathe. I really actually... It seemed really stupid when I first started seeing that every time I saw it anywhere. We need the screwdriver because we have 8 screws. Don't forget this time, buddy. Yes. Alright, it seemed silly the first time I saw it. That you put the bolts back in the lathe to make it. And then it turned out to be kind of clever. Okay, so we need 12 plates, 12 rods, and 3 of these. Rods, perfect. And I may be messing something up. I can't figure out for the life of me what I... You know what, just do that. What I was counting when I counted so many of these. Surely, I mean, like, what was it? I'm like apoplectic almost with what was I supposed to be doing? Okay, so what I think is going to happen is because this just takes from the output and puts in the input, In fact, we can go ahead and put these back in here. Okay, so you're going. And now if we put... we were going to change things, but it's the principle. If I put that there, and I put the rest of these down, it's going to... Oh my goodness, I can't believe we can share those. That seems silly, but awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna do that more. If I'm honest with you. Okay, let's go put some of our create stuff back. Not some of it. I've got all this stuff in the inventory that we like picked up, I don't know, 5-6 episodes ago. I've been seeing them in my inventory, and I'm literally just turning a blind eye to it. It's like I can't even... Don't tell them this, but I can't probably even complain to the kids here. Let's contribute. Oh, there's no place to contribute. She already did such a good job. I mean, look at this. This is... Oh. What's going on here? Did she... Okay, here. We're just... What? I don't understand what she's doing. Oh, okay. That had her glowstone in it. Oops. Here, we'll just do... She's very into concealed stuff lately, so she's probably going to be mad that I do this, but... Okay. I'm hoping that she's going to have some sort of secret there. I love when the kids make secret bases. She used to be... she probably wouldn't appreciate me telling this. So I'm going to do it anyways. She used to... she'd have, like, secret bases. But, like, in the house. Like, the house that I know every inch of. And it would be, like, just under her bed. It was so fun. We'd go around and, like, looking for her secret base. Okay. I'm talking when she's, like, 2. We're not talking... we're not talking, like, 16 years old. Daddy, I've got a secret base! That would be funny, too. I would 100%. Actually, we did a marshmallow duel on Easter. Because they were complaining that you never do anything fun for Easter anymore. And I was like, well, you guys never do anything fun for me for Easter. And they were like, oh, I mean, I guess that's true. And then I felt bad. So I did something. And that was, I put together a, oh, we can get rid of that too. I put together a duel. It was a lot of drama, very little sizzle. But I'm hoping... I'm not putting up with more of you guys. Is there another one? Okay. I don't even want this stuff. But we need to keep it because we don't get very much leather. We're supposed to be doing something with, like, smushing mycelium or something, but I just kept killing the trading llamas. Okay, man, I don't... Yeah, we just did that. That's cool. The closest thing we should do to something productive is maybe come in here, grab this, and then I think we're on to the... yeah, we're just gonna make this happen, and then we're gonna go on to... making the circuit assembler. We still have more tools that we need to make. The only reason this really works is because they pop off automatically. And realistically, what I could have done is I probably could have given it some hoppers, huh? Didn't even think of that. I'm too far away. That's what's been going on. This is not fun to watch, I'm assuming. Unless you're criticizing everything I'm doing, which I assure you I'm already doing. Every single one of these that I miss, I'm like, oh, come on. How hard is this? This is not that hard. Okay. And then cold water. We lost one. There it is. Okay. So now we have, this is like 40% the time that it used to take. Okay, so here's what I'm saying. If I made 4 of these, could I put the input up here and like, can these guys, no, they can't. But like I could put the input right there and then have, you know, and then have another one here, right? Like have the input here, right? And then another one here, another one here, another one here. They all share the same input. And then the question is, how do I get the output out? And I think the answer is, I just have to have 2 outputs. Because even if it's there, it's completely surrounded on all 4 sides by blocks, all 6 sides by blocks. You just got to be able to visualize it in 3D in my imagination differently than the way your imagination is, I'm assuming. Okay. Yeah, so 72 seconds, we're getting 1 block a minute. That's like 7/9. No, 1 block a minute is yeah, 7/9 of 10 seconds. So I don't know, 77% of it, 7.7 seconds per ingot. It's not bad. Okay. I've been putting this off. So we're going to put it off a little bit more. We're going to work backwards. We already made the autoclave. We need to make this electric blast furnace. And this is not the worst thing in the world, but it's kind of a bit of a pain. So we're not going to really obsess about it too much. Instead, we're going to make some of the other tools that make life easier. Like the arc furnace. Oh, we were going to make the stuff that lets us make... Why do we need this? Oh, right. We're making this phenolic circuit board, right? Okay, that's cool. That we can do that. So we want the sodium persulfate and the iron 3 chloride. And these are both... iron 3 chloride is hydrochloric acid with iron dust, right? And the hydrochloric acid we get with sodium bisulfate dust, right? So, and then sodium bisulfate dust, we in turn electrolyze to get the sodium persulfate. And this is where we start getting into all of the liquids, which is a lot and needs its own chain. And I'm all in on that. That's one of the reasons I'm playing this pack, is because they've got the processing lines right here. I don't think they meant processing line when they wrote that, but still. Okay, so let's go backwards on this. We're going to get, not that, this. Okay, so we need a chemical reactor. Do we have a chemical reactor down here? I don't think we do. So let's make the chemical reactor to make the hydrochloric acid mixed with the iron dust. Chemical reactor. I don't think so, because every time we've done it, we've had to go up top. Okay, that's cool. We'll do that. Chemical reactor is 2 LV circuits. Okay, we need to make some more LV circuits. And I know you guys are so excited. So excited to see more LV circuits being made. But I think we have to. Yeah, okay. So let's go grab a few more steel. But we should have most of it done for the most part. This shouldn't be too crazy. Because we're going to make this guy here, right? Let's make a half a stack, which means that we need half a stack of or a full stack of resistors, but that just means that it's a half stack of recipes. So we need 32 coal dust and 2 stacks of fine copper wire, which is really a half a stack of wires, which is really 16 copper ingots, which we have. Okay, so 16 coal is what we want. And we need to tear this down. We'll do that last. I wonder how you get the creosote to make treated wood stuff. Do you even need to make treated wood stuff later? I can't remember. I feel like that's the sort of thing I would have torn down, and then at some point, they'd be like, "Ha! Surprise! You never should have torn that down." Okay, we have this, so we need 6 more. Yeah, you go there. And we're going to go ahead and lay this out in here, as is my want, because it makes life easier for me to remember. We need to go in the macerator over here for those guys. All right. Now, and this is the one that we've really saved a lot of space on, is that the vacuum tube we can do in the assembler now with this one. And we need a stack of these. So we need 32 of this recipe. So we need a stack of copper wires, half a stack of those, and half a stack of glass tubes. Just double checking. Oh, we're out of glass. We're out of glass. Okay. Oh, hey, we can do this too. Invar and soul sand. Good. Okay. That goes there. Into here. Oh, wait. No, we're not ready for that. We got a resin printed circuit board. Which is actually a whole other thing. We can make these in here. Yeah, okay. We might need to get some more glue. In fact, that wouldn't be the... Oh, hey, we can do this, though. Yeah, so let's grab all of this and put them over here. I actually thought ahead a little bit, and we put as much of that in there as we could. And now you're full. Awesome. And we're actually more than full by double fold. Okay. We need to go make some more glass. Okay. I think we have better ways of making glass, though. So let's take a look here. This guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. So we're gonna have to campfire cook it. We could alloy smelt it, but I think the oh, see, just glass right there. Oh, that's gonna be good when we get there. Forming press. What does a forming press require? That's not too bad. We should. I mean, there've been a couple things that we've wanted like that, and it would make it easier than doing this on the campfire. So quartz sand. So to get the quartz sand, can we macerate it? We can. Okay, that's what I wanted to see. So let's go grab... Gosh. 4 stacks of sand? And then I don't remember what we need to do to get the sand dust, but it's mixing it with some flint dust. But right here, just this right here, the fact that we can... No, that's dust. Don't do dust. Dang it. Every time. It just looks like sand, right? Surely. I'm not crazy. You're crazy. I don't even know what we would do with this. So, let's try that again. Sand, 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 sand. Okay, so you're gonna get macerated down, and then this stuff gets mixed with flint dust. Okay, and that's why I did it in the stack. So we have half a stack of flint. I'm just looking to see. Yeah, we do flint dust with that if we had a mixer, but we don't have a mixer offhand. So we're not going to worry about that. We're just going to do it manually. It's not like we use flint for a lot of other things. Okay. Flint. Where would flint... I know where flint is. Flint is over here. There you go. Have some more flint. We'll toss this in there. Gosh. I'm actually kind of thinking. We might be able to make the forming press. Oh no, because we don't have any more processors. Oh, we do. Well, why are we doing this then? Okay, well, let's make this basic forming press and see if that works. So, 9 steel. So there. We'll grab some more wrought iron. which is a whole thing. We're going to make another machine, so we may as well do that. There's 4. And I've never seen this forming press thing before, so I don't know what it does, how it works. We're going to try it out and see. Okay, what am I looking for? This, no. This, that's the one. Okay, you're done. Grab you. This with this and this. Grab that one. And then we're going to need to make these 2 pistons, but otherwise we actually have everything. So that's 4 and 8. And we may as well do that. I think that's right. And that actually turned out really nicely. Okay, you're chugging along, making these guys. We need to make... Yeah, that's fine. You do you. Yeah, I'm thinking we might get this forming press done before we finish that, in which case... Bonus. Bonus! What was making the other noise? There was another noise for a second there, right? Not this. But we will take that out. Oh, the lathe. That's done. This is done. We'll go ahead and make 2 of these. I don't understand why it does that. 2 of these. Hammer and clippers. Yeah. Okay, and then... Oh, hey. If only we had automated these motors earlier. See, I'm pleased with that. We should probably set up automating the pistons too. Because like, electric piston. Right? These are all the exact same recipes. They're just requiring a different metal. And we can make that happen. ULV, the data stick. With an IV electric piston, makes an LUV. Uh-oh. Oh, that's a scanner. What's that do? Still, that's a ULV, not an LUV. Do they have the LUV? That's ludicrous voltage. Yeah, so... Oh, no, never mind. That's my bad. There is no recipe for a ULV. I just happen to be on, right? So if I click this and then click this, it stays in here. Okay. That was funny. At least I think so. Anybody who's part of this is probably like, no, was it funny? Okay, let's go ahead and do just a simple little automation here. Because the autoclave is not going to need me out of... He's looking over into the elven graveyard. He's been told he shall inherit all. He's not going to inherit nothing. I wrote him out of the will. Okay. Are you done yet? Getting there. Okay, so we got the forming press. Glass will just appear like magic now. What else can this guy do? It duplicates those. Turbine blades. Yeah, it something molds. Turbine blades. I mean, this maybe wasn't worth making, except for the fact that it makes glass tubes. We need to make the casting mold for the ball. We can just go right to the glass tube. Okay. That's... Okay, empty mold is 4 steel plates. Well, gosh darn dilly-dally. Let's go make that happen. That's very exciting right there. That was seriously unexpected. Okay. Yeah. You guys. Oh, I already had some steel. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. But I did have steel plates. Okay, fine. I have steel plates. I have so many steel plates. I don't know why I keep making more steel plates. Hammer and file. You. Hammer, file. That's the one. This one goes there. That's the ball mold. And I've never seen the forming press before. Are you done? You are. So if we grab these, we mix them across like this. Put that up there. Get 8 glass dust. How many do we say we needed? We're making a stack of these. No, a half a stack of this. So we need a stack of these. And I think said forming press. It's even faster. That seems not correct. That seems like it might be a bug. Because it's even... Well, I don't think that... LV... Yeah, LV doesn't get an increase. But we just need a stack. So we're going to go ahead and put you in there. Put you in there. And the rest can go in here. Because I don't know if we're going to need blocks or... What's it? And we'll just make another block mold. When we get... Oh, that's right. That's fine. We actually can solve that. Done. 4 seconds. Okay. It only uses 70 U. Not that we care, but, you know. Okay, how are you doing on wood? You're higher. You're fine. Let's go up and make some of it go. Sorry, I'm busy processing the forming machine. Yeah, see, here it is, not growing again. Always with not growing. But all the rest of this does. It went under there again. Something funky with the spruce growing pattern. Okay, cool. So, what else do we need? This in here. We need some red alloy wire. We're gonna have that. Have that. Resin printed circuit boards. Okay. That's easy, right? Because it's... a 3-to-1 ratio. We need a stack and a half. And these we get 4-to-1. So we only need 16 copper. Well, let's put that in there. I pull you out. Wait. Why did we only get... Oh! Did we do... No? Why did I only get... I did get that. So we're making 16, I guess. Let's change our plan. Last second. Okay, so you go there. All y'all get out of here. Yeah. These guys go here. And formation press. That means that we've got enough of this. Okay, and then circuit board. Oh, no. No, that's the circuit assembler. We do need red alloy cables. That's so... Man, we need to make this circuit assembler. We're working on it. We're getting there. It's this guy that's going to be easier to do. Okay. So 16 of these we actually have not got. Okay, let's go get 16 of those. 24. Yeah, okay. And then we put in too many. Oh, no, no, no. Did we put in exactly? No, we put in too many. Too many copper plates. Yeah, okay. So you and you. We'll let this go. We'll put the rest in a minute. Okay, cool. That's done. Oh, these are just the tubes. That's why I was thrown off. Okay, so we've got... Ah, I see, I see. Okay, so we need 32 of these. Which means we definitely need 32 tubes. No, we don't. We still only needed 16 tubes. 16 bolts. And 32 copper wire. What is going on with these requirements? These requirements are so low compared to what I'm expecting. Oh, you're done? We did need this. Okay. Cool, you do you then. Do we have any more copper in here? No, but we do have copper wire. We only need 32 of it. What were we doing with that? These guys, right? 32 copper wire, 16 bolts, 16 glass tubes. Actually, let me just double check. Because we're actually doing this one. Same, okay, it only gives us 2. That's what I was expecting. Okay, so 4 copper in here. And put this over here. Okay, you're doing you. This is the downside of doing so many crafts at once. That I really lose track of what we're doing. And then as soon as we get these bolts. And then we need those red yellow wires. Dang it. Okay. I think we have to run it in the alloy smelter. No other way. Well, I mean, there is other ways, but it's just faster that way. And if I put you in here... Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's see. We need 16, we need 48, so we need 48 copper and a stack and a half of redstone. Done. Go away, we'll go down and get the redstone. This is really why we need to rearrange how everything's being stored. Just coming down here every time we need a stack and a half of redstone is kind of silly. I do really like the... Okay, we should probably take a nap. I do really like the waterfall elevator we got all over the place, though. That seems to be working out pretty well. Alloy smelter, go and go. Okay. We got half as much. No, no, no. We've almost got enough soul stuff to get what we need. Okay. What are we looking for now? You finished making this. Now you're making that. This can go back in here. We didn't need anywhere near as much of that as we thought. Perfect. Okay. And now we're just waiting on that. And we'll go ahead and grab... Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and grab... that 48 back. Because it is way faster than waiting on this machine. You done? What am I doing wrong here? Oh, I know. I got enough redstone for 24 ingots, which is all I need in the wire mill. Why do I have so much fine copper wire now? I mean, I know that's for making resistors. That's why. Okay, we were going to make 32 of these, and then we didn't. So I'm seeing more and more where I may have forgotten to do things. Okay, but this will finish soon. This will finish soon, and as soon as those two are done, we've got our 16. What's it? Which again, so right here, this requires 2 resistors, 2 vacuum tubes, 3 cables, resin printed circuit board, and steel plate. But over here, it's just a resin printed circuit board, 2 resistors, and 2 LV things, but only 2 wires, no cables, and we can use soldering iron for steel, which is way cheaper. So it's not that much cheaper. We drop one of the red alloy. We drop the steel requirement in place of soldering alloy, which we basically just make like a crap ton of and never have to do again. And we lose the rubber requirement. So it's not huge. It's, well, actually we can use tin even, but that's gauche. We're not going to do that. Only plebeians would do that. Okay, so we've got this. Why are we doing this again? Because we already made the forming press. We need to make a chemical reactor. Actually, no, because I started. That's why we're doing it, because I started. We could probably be making this guy while we waited. Tin rotor. Now, I'm going to check. Let's check real quick. This guy requires a tin rotor, right? Which we can extrude, but not until MV. Now, here's the thing. There is this multi-block, and I don't think we're going to... That seems like a question not to ask, now that I'm asking it. Okay, done. That is a thing that we have made. Perfect. Okay, so... Chemical reactor. We can make... Nope. That's not what I was expecting. This. We can make... This. We can make... The only thing we're missing is the tin rotor. Okay? Glass, motor. And... Okay, actually... Let's actually... Sorry, I think it's funny when I say actually, so I try to make fun of myself when I say it. One of these is the block. That one? Nope, that's the ingot. Then what's this one? Plate. Gear. Block. Okay. So we can put the block in here instead of that. That in there. Okay, cool. And... Right, and then we're going to take a stack of this. Put it in there, let it go. I understand this right? Goes in here. Makes a block. It's so easy. So that's the last thing. I think I was... Nope, we're still making wrought iron with that. But soon we will not be. Okay, chemical reactor, we need some tin. We have tin. Didn't I see we had tin? We have no tin. Okay. No skin off my nose. We just need 5. We'll go ahead. No, we'll just get 5. We just need 5. We can actually fluid solidify it, but then we need to make the extractor, and that's a whole thing. This is where we're probably going to go, though, because that's only 4, so we don't need to have the extra little bits. Yeah. What's funny, though, is, in fact, maybe it'd be worth it to make it now. I don't know. We'll get there. We're going to be making a ton of stuff over and over again, the same things. So we'll hold off on it because we're already in the middle of something. Right. So smash that. Spin that. We've got 1 screw left. We don't. So that's okay. That's cool. Oh, we already had a tin rod, though. Whatevs. Last one. Done. Okay, so One of these gets the hammer. One of these gets the saw. And then that goes in there. That does not go in there. That goes in there. I'm really missing that a lot. That bender just looks like every machine for me. Okay, so screwdriver, of course, because we have a screw. I feel like if I pipe that enough times, I will maybe remember it. Why? Okay, this guy, all we're missing is the motor. Oh, gotta get that. We can do that. Motors are so hard to make, but I think we'll persevere. And then 2 of these. Basic chemical reactor, go. Okay, good. Yeah, we want this guy, I don't know, right there. That's not fine. Right here would be fine. Okay, why did we want this? We don't need that anymore. Don't need that anymore. We wanted this because we're going to mix hydrochloric acid. We're mixing sulfuric acid with salt to get this recipe here. Right. And oh, and then of course we're going to mix the hydrochloric acid with iron dust to make iron 3 chloride in that. Okay. So we'll set up a chain later. Well, no, we made the soft rule. We have to set up the chain. That's going to be next time. That's going to be next time. And we'll start with making the extruder, no, the extractor and the liquid former because, yeah. Okay, make processing chain for iron 3, whatever. Done. Right. Because, okay, and just to remind myself and ourselves, everybody's selves, what we do here is we mix hydrochloric acid and iron dust to get iron 3 chloride. Iron 3 chloride, yeah, and then we use that to make these printed circuit boards. I'm kind of thinking that this might be like everything, but it's only phenolic is where it starts, I guess. I don't know. The circuit boards are weird. It's like you can't plastic printed circuit board. Oh. Make the microchip. Okay. So it's not that it's just the first one because we can't make anything else. That makes sense. Okay, so we use iron 3 chloride for like a lot. Like a lot. So it makes sense for us to automate this a little bit. If that iron dust is going to be a bit of a beast. I think we can do that. I'm just looking to see. Wait, no. Iron 3 chloride. Only one way to get that. Only one way to get that. In there. What is a large chemical reactor? It's a multi-block, right? Okay, and it starts at HV. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. I just wanted to double check. Okay, so we're going to mix these two to get this, and then we'll probably set up another chemical reactor. It's going to be just chemical reactor after chemical reactor. But hydrochloric acid we get in a chemical reactor. Although, no, that won't work. Electrolyzer, not going to work. Yeah, none of those are going to work. A chemical plant. What is that? Huh. Okay. Well, whatever. Hydrochloric acid, we're going to get in another chemical reactor where we mix... One of these is easy. Chlorine and hydrogen gas, I think, is the easy one. Because hydrogen gas is actually an offshoot of the whole process. We can also get it from water. In fact, their approach is kind of a pain. Their approach is to do ethane and chlorine gas or chlorine gas and ethane. Water, chlorine gas, and methane. That's not it. Sulfuric acid and salt. That's the one that they do. Oh, wait. No. We already saw that. Yeah, that's the one that we were going to do. So maybe that's the one we do. Although chlorine and ethane is good. We just don't have anything to do with dichloroethane. I don't know. There's a lot here. Anyways, salt is easy. We get that from seawater. We'll figure out a way to get seawater. And to get the sulfuric acid, we mix sulfur trioxide with water. Water is obviously easy to get. mix sulfuric acid when we get sulfur trioxide. Sulfur trioxide is like one of the few that's like there's no other way to get it except for you mix oxygen with sulfur dioxide. Sulfur dioxide we get by mixing water and sulfur. Yeah, so that's easy. Or no, water and or sulfur and oxygen. Okay. Okay, and then to get the oxygen, of course, we can electrolyze water. I think is the only one we're really gonna consider. There's a lot though. Right, so there's 146. That's where this all like goes into madness. Is what the heck are you trying to do? Right, like a Wheelerite dust. What is that? It's like going down the. But you need nichrome. Anyways, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing, and we're not gonna go down the crazy town. We're just gonna do something basic, and basically what comes down to is the ingredients are just water and sulfur. We're making water and sulfur. That's all we want. In fact, we probably are going to... We're probably going to avoid everything but sulfur, and if it backs up on sulfur, that means that we haven't touched anything else. Because there's no way we end up using anywhere near... Like, what was that? What else do we get when we get sulfur? Nope, not that one. This one? This one. We get it in the sifting machine. It's dust, right, so... Definitely don't use that many ender pearls. Definitely don't use that much glowstone dust. And while I'm willing to buy, we might be using as much redstone dust. We're not using 4 times as much for a very long time. And really, GregTech doesn't use redstone dust a lot. It's interesting because the redstone dust comes after GregTech made a lot of its changes. So neither here nor there. Point is, that's what we're going to do next episode. And I'm going to end it right here so we see the sign. So. Until then, I'll catch you on the flippity flop.